It's flag time on Bohemia today. We've been carrying these around with us for the longest time, and we said we'd raise them as soon as we left Mexico in celebration. So we're going to be flying our national flags from the spreaders, and also we've decided to sail to Honduras, which is conveniently just over there behind me. And to check in, it's a requirement to fly this yellow quarantine flag. So we're going to be all legal and above board, and out and proud.
And we are off to Honduras. It's only about 15-mile hop from this bay, which is part of El Salvador, and we are heading to Isla Tigre, which is part of Honduras. This bay is insane. It literally is, wherever you look, it's a different country. So on Isla Tigre, there is supposed to be a capitania with a port captain and immigration as well. Today is Sunday, so hopefully they're gonna be closed and we can deal with all of the formalities tomorrow morning. We're already flying the yellow flag, so we should be all legit.
Mañana, mañana. Look at the first mate. You can take him out of Mexico, but it takes a while for him to lose that spirit. Deal with all the problems tomorrow. It's not a race. It's explicitly not a race. But, you know, we do have company, so the captain doesn't want to embarrass himself.
And over there is Nicaragua and the famous James Bond Money Penny Beach, just underneath the volcano. Sadly, we will not be visiting. Their entry requirements are quite strict, and we would need to do expensive PCR tests to enter. So Honduras and El Salvador is much more forgiving, so that's where we are visiting.
That's right, they're even going to let the first mate in without any tests. Not too wise if you ask me.
Rabies and mad cow disease. Definitely mad cow.
That's right. Should have done some tests before I let him on Bohemia.
That's why I'm hanging out with the Brit. They like mad cows, don't they? I know many of them.
On the day when I hoisted my national flag and everything. I can't believe we're day sailing into Honduras. It's so exciting.
Yeah! What happens in Honduras stays in Honduras, eh? Have you got any biscuits? Well, this is what I call a chit-chat on a high sea. All sailing should be like that. You know, when you're buddy boating, that you are really talking to your friends. What's that? Filming.
Don't interrupt. These Boundless guys, they got a very strange idea of buddy boating. Bit clingy. We'll soon have a catamaran.
And we are in Honduras. There is a small port of Amapala just behind us on this volcanic island. It looks fantastic. It's now Sunday evening, so we will not go ashore, and we will go first thing tomorrow morning to check in with the capitania, and hopefully they can clear us into the country. What do you think, Captain?
Looks great. It's a bit of a weird effect going on. We've got a strong current pushing us sideways and a strong wind pushing us the other way, and then we're lying kind of in between the two. They're fighting each other. So a bit interesting setting the anchor, and it might be an interesting night. Well, let's see what happens. We anchored with plenty of distance away from Boundless. We're not going to be bumping into each other in the night. I've been waiting for this taxi for ages. We're all set to check in over there, and no taxi. Typical.
That review is not going to be good.
Might not make it to Honduras at this rate. Have to move on. Done all that hard work getting 300 miles down here, and no taxi.
This is what happens when you're dependent. Our dinghy is deflated, taken apart, and down in Lazaret. Taxi! Taxi!
Here they are, better late than never. Taxi!
We ordered Uber XL. We haven't ordered Fiat Picante.
Yes, this is a collectivo. I collect.
Yeah.
How is it with the extra weight up front?
We're nose heavy.
Easy, Tiger, easy.
Oh, it's a bit of a procedure to get your dinghy secure around here. Good job ours is rolled up in the Lazaret safely.
We should be using this, not my new one.
Next time the ride is on us. So immigration all done. We're just waiting for the port captain to clear us in and we are good to go.
Very friendly and efficient. We are the second and third boats, respectively, that they checked in this year. And last year there were 5.
Definitely the place to come and visit.
Everyone is so friendly, and that explains yesterday why all the pangas were passing and they were like surprised and shocked to see a sailboat.
Showering us with coconuts and other gifts.
So it looks like the afternoon Papagayos arrived. I'm so glad we're here and not out there on the boat right now. I think someone's gonna get wet on the way home.
This is the beginning of the Papagayos. We're gonna have to hide on this island for about 3 days before our window opens, but we're definitely gonna get some on the way to Costa Rica as well. Starting to feel a bit nervous. This is crazy! The Papagayos have arrived and it's howling to 30 knots in speed. We're holding well. We tracked only about 20 feet at the beginning, but for now we are holding really well. I'm so happy that we are here and not sailing on the ocean in this, because the swell would be enormous. According to the forecast, it's gonna be like this until tonight, probably 10 at night, and then it's gonna calm down. lot of white caps everywhere, but I'm relaxed. I 110% trust our anchor. It's much better down below. I think cup of tea and chocolate brownie is in order. See, down here it's perfect. Can't feel a thing.
Change of plan, we are moving anchorages. This is getting a little crazy. The swell is just rolling up over our bow and over the side of the boat, and the current is pushing us round into it. So time to bail, I think. There's an anchorage around the corner which should have a lot better protection. The anchor is stuck, and Pete is going to lift it by hand. Okay. Windlass is completely stuck, and Peter's just pulling it hand over hand on the foredeck. Oh, it looks really miserable. There's 30 knot gusts now. He's out, apparently. Okay. Okay, we're free and we're moving. I don't know how we're going to drop the anchor. I'm going to go up there and try and fix it in a minute. This is just horrendous conditions. I need to close all the hatches.
Total nightmare. Chain got stuck in a windlass. I had to take the anchor by my hand. Tried to do that in 30 knots of wind. No fun. And the chain got stuck real bad in the windlass. So Tommy's taking his hammer, screwdriver, and try to free it. We are slowly moving to a different anchorage just behind the island where there is shelter. But currently the chain is stuck at about 70 feet. So we can't go past it. So unless he fixes it, we can't anchor with more than 70 feet.
I'm going to move it when we turn downwind a bit more.
Yeah. We nearly at the anchorage, and Tom still hasn't managed to fix it. So worst case scenario, we only have to anchor with 70 feet of chain and fix it while we are there. But there is a little island which is going to protect us from all of this wind and this massive swell which is coming in. It's now gusting to 35 knots. The holding there was so-so, a bit of mud, mixture of mud of sand, and that's the only combination that actually our spade anchor is not working very well. It hates mud. I knew this will happen one day. Our windlass is like a toy. And there we go.
Fixed it! Oh my god! First mate's not going to be happy about that foredeck. Oh wow. So I had to take the cover off and pull all the chain through manually, but I freed the jam. So yeah, we should be fine setting it now. We just have to be really careful. We're surfing out of here. This is exactly what we're anchored in.
Welcome to paradise, that's what he said. Good news is, this is the island where we're gonna anchor off, and it's calm waters, just a bit of wind, so definitely a good decision.
This was more stress than I needed for my lovely evening on anchor in Honduras. The bar's gonna be open tonight. Time for the first mate to find a use for all these coconuts we're carrying. There's a different world in here. We sailed about a mile, maybe even less. And completely different conditions. I'm so glad we moved. Should have moved a little earlier in hindsight.
Well, that was definitely unexpected event. I think the bar will be open tonight, that's for sure, to calm our nerves.
What a beautiful sunset. There's probably only a couple of days in the year when the sun really just puts itself exactly between those two volcano peaks from this angle. So I think this show is just for us. It's not bad compensation for our afternoon from hell. The first mate is down below mixing some cocktails so we can forget about the horrendous afternoon and enjoy the sunset. So every cloud has a silver lining, huh? The bar's gonna be open tonight. Special thanks in this episode go to our latest patrons for smoothing the waters and soothing the crew through their anchoring nightmares. Thank you to Jeffrey and Christopher from California, who enjoy sailing in the San Francisco Bay and are looking to kickstart their liveaboard lifestyle soon. And thank you to Glenn. Glenn, I'm sorry we don't know where you're from, but thank you so much, and here's to you all.
Champagne for everyone!
If you enjoyed this episode, then please don't forget to tell YouTube all about it by commenting, liking, and sharing. See you next time.